Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something really important. How do we connect people who are worlds apart? We're talking about sponsors and the people they support, and how you can turn what might feel like a distant relationship into something real, something personal. I mean, this is really the heart of the matter, right? You've got this incredible desire to help, to offer support, to be an encouraging voice, but you're literally worlds apart. There might be an ocean between you or just a whole mess of logistical hurdles. So how do you make that connection feel genuine? And not just genuine, but, immediate. And that's exactly what we're calling the connection challenge. It's this friction that's existed for so long in the traditional way of doing things. You have all these amazing, good intentions, but they get stuck, they get slowed down, and they don't always turn into the meaningful back and forth you were hoping for.
So let's break that down. Look at this gap. On one hand, you have the sponsor's goal. It's so clear, right? You want to send encouragement, forge that personal connection, be a consistent source of support. But then there's the reality. And that reality often looks like long delays, all sorts of logistical headaches, and just a lot of uncertainty. You send something off and you're not even sure when or if it will get there. And that's exactly where that connection starts to crumble.
So what's the answer? Well, you can't just put a Band-Aid on the old way of doing things. It's time to build something completely new. It's time to build a digital bridge. And this is where technology, when used the right way, can be a total game changer for this age-old problem of distance. Okay, so the cornerstone of this digital bridge is something the source material calls a communication hub. Now, what is that? Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a dedicated direct highway. It's not like you're just tossing a letter into the mail and hoping for the best. No, this is a purpose-built channel designed for one thing and one thing only, to connect sponsors and recipients as directly and smoothly as possible. So what does that actually look like? Well, let's dive into this idea of a seamless communication hub. The whole point is to make the entire thing feel, well, effortless, instant. And this phrase right here, it just nails it. A 24/7 communication channel. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a buzzword, but it's not. Think about what this actually means. A sponsor in, say, New York can send a message at midnight their time whenever they feel inspired, and it's instantly in the system, ready to go. It doesn't matter what time it is for the admin team or for the recipient on the other side of the world. It completely removes the barrier of time. Okay, let's get practical. What does this kind of instant messaging system actually do? Well, a few really key things. First and foremost, you get that direct line of communication we've been talking about. And because it's all in one single hub, you're not dealing with scattered emails or lost letters anymore. Everything, and I mean everything, can be tracked so easily. And here's a big one for the organization itself. Assigning messages to the right admin becomes super simple. It's all about making the entire flow of communication smooth and totally transparent. Okay, so instant, direct communication, that sounds amazing. But let's be real. In a situation like this, safety and proper oversight are non-negotiable. They are absolutely critical. And that brings us to the next piece of the puzzle, making sure all this messaging is safe and approved.
So let's follow a message on its little journey, shall we? Step 1, a sponsor writes a message and hits send in the hub. But, and this is important, it doesn't go straight to the recipient. First, it lands in a queue for an administrator to review and approve it, to make sure everything's appropriate and safe for everyone involved. And the whole time, you can see the message's status. Is it pending? Is it approved? You know exactly where it is. Then, once it gets that green light, then it's sent on its way. It's a system that gives you the best of both worlds, speed and security. And think about what this means for the organization running the whole program. This is a huge leap forward. Instead of some clunky, manual spreadsheet and email nightmare, they get a clean, manageable system. They can streamline all that tracking, handle approvals efficiently, and organize the final send-out without pulling their hair out. It's just so much more efficient. So we've talked about hubs and channels and approval workflows, but let's take a step back. Why? Why go to all this trouble? The reason is simple, and it's so important. The technology, that's not the point. It's just the tool. The real goal, the human goal, is all about fostering strong relationships. Because when you strip away all the tech talk, all the features, all the logistics, it all comes down to one thing, one single goal. And that goal is simply this, to foster strong relationships. That's it. When you get rid of the long delays, when you remove the uncertainty, you create a space where a real, genuine connection can actually take root and grow.
The technology does its job by getting out of the way so the human connection can take center stage. If you remember one thing, let it be that.
And that kind of leaves us with a bigger question to chew on, doesn't it? We're so used to thinking of technology as something that creates noise, that distracts us, that maybe even pulls us apart. But what if? What if it's all about how we use it? What if technology, when it's designed with real human intention, can actually do the complete opposite? In this crazy age of digital noise everywhere, maybe the right tech is the secret to cutting through all of it, to find a quieter, more meaningful human connection. Something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.